Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. So as you can probably tell, I don't know if you can hear it now. Yeah, I think you can a little bit, but basically I kind of lost my voice over the weekend. Okay, it was a crazy weekend. We celebrated the 2-year anniversary of the church that I go to, which is Light London, which is an incredible church, by the way. So if you're looking for somewhere to worship on a Sunday, you're looking for a church, we're based in Stratford, East London. I'll leave all of the details in the description box below. So yeah, if you're looking for somewhere to worship on a Sunday, you don't have anywhere to go, please do come and join us. Trust me, you'll love it. Now we celebrated our 2-year anniversary. We had an event on the Saturday. I went to a wedding, which I was already screaming at and doing the most at. Then I went straight to the event straight after. Then Sunday we celebrated again, and when I say to you, it was a bloody shutdown. I have no way of really describing what happened on Sunday. Just know that the Holy Spirit was moving, and it was moving strong. Okay, so I did a lot of shouting. So by Monday my voice was literally just frazzed. Like, my voice was just gone. It was worse than this. Now it's kind of gone back to normal, just sounding a little bit more raspy. Basically, I'm not going to do my whole shouting Wake Up Wednesday thing, just because I'm delivering sessions. Well, I delivered a session today, which was already a struggle, and then literally basically for the rest of the week, and I need my voice as much as possible, so I'm not going to be shouting today. But anyway, welcome back to Wake Up Wednesday. If this is the very first time that you've joined us, maybe you're brand new, first of all, I'd like to say welcome to the family. We're crazy, but guess what? This is a place where we encourage each other, we strengthen each other, and we help each other to be our absolute best. And every single week I deliver to you guys episodes called Wake Up Wednesday episodes, or videos, whatever you want to call it, called Wake Up Wednesdays. And Wake Up Wednesdays are essentially where I trigger you, where I stir the pot even in places you don't want me to stir, where I come for your neck, I come for your chest, I come from every part of you, all for the purpose of waking you up, of really making sure that we are all in a place where we are functioning and existing and living our absolute best, and we're being pushed into greatness. I believe that every single one of us has power in the inside of us. Every single one of us were born to be great, no matter where we come from, no matter our background, no matter where we started. But sometimes you just need a little bit of a push, and that's me. I'm the push that pushes you off of the you know, the edge of the cliff, basically. So we are in the middle of a 4-part series called Are You Done Yet? I've been loving doing series, and this is the one that we're doing at the moment. So the first 2 we already did. If you haven't watched it yet, again, the link will be in the description box below. I would suggest to you, pause this one, go and watch the other 2, and then come back and watch this 3rd one. So the first one was all about, are you done yet? ... complaining. It was all about the people that love to complain about everything. If you spend 99.9% of your time complaining, moaning, you have a stinky attitude, I promise you, you will not be successful. People will not want to work with you, people will not want to invest in you, people will not want to collaborate with you, because your attitude stinks. Someone can smell your attitude from a mile away. That is terrible, that is trash. We do not complain around here, especially because, you know, I think I did mention this in a video before, saying that complaining is essentially about all the external factors. When you complain, it's not about, you know, necessarily what's wrong with you or what you can basically do in order to help yourself. It's all about looking at things around you and criticizing things around you, basically. So that's a no-no around here, okay? Then the second one, are you done yet? ... Our little ellipsis, was blaming others. Blaming others, another big problem. There are so many people who are not intentional about their own healing, their own growth, their own development, their own being, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I really went there last week. I really went there, where I spoke a little bit about everything, but the main message that I wanted to really express from that video, and that I hope that I got across, was the fact that we have to be intentional and proactive about our own growth, our own healing, our own success, our own, you know, passivity. Maybe you've been very passive about something that's happened in the past, or very passive about certain experiences that you've had, rather than actually looking at it head on and dealing with it in order for you to grow and for you to develop as an individual. So it's really important for you to be proactive as an individual, especially as an adult. From the time you become 18 plus, you start thinking for yourself, you start making decisions about university and maybe moving out, living on your own, whatever it is. As an adult, you need to start stepping into a place of really looking at yourself. Stop blaming other people for things that they might have done to you, or things that they've said to you, or the way that they treated you. Of course, I'm not saying that those things are right, or I'm condoning those things. No, 100% not. And I made that very clear in that video. But all I am saying is that you get to choose who you're going to be. You get to choose how far you get. You get to choose, you know, your level of success. You choose that, no matter where you've come from. So make the right choices. And of course, we are back with another one. This is part 3 of the Are You Done Yet series. And guess what we're on today? Yes, you probably guessed it from the title. Are you done yet? ... Copying others. Now, one thing that I do want to make very, very clear is that I actually don't believe that there's such thing as an original thought. You know, there's actually a saying out there that says there's no such thing as an original thought, and I actually stand by that. I agree with it. You know, I believe that you know, while the creator is the creator as in God is the creator of originality and original things, because literally it was God that inspired all of these things. Us as human beings, we are inspired by other things, whether it be something that you touched, something that you felt, something you smelled, something you saw, something you experienced maybe in your childhood or growing up or whatever it is. Those are the things that push us into doing or creating something that we believe is new. But I don't believe that as human beings there's such thing as us being completely original, just because, you know, we're such interlinked and relational beings that the things that we do are inspired by something else. So I generally, that's just my personal opinion. Obviously everyone can have their own personal opinion, but my personal opinion is that there's no such thing as an original thought. However, you can definitely be authentic. Now let me Google that word for you and let's see what it means. So I quickly just Googled the word authentic, and this is the definition that came up just off the bat at the top: of undisputed origin and not a copy, genuine. So I really like that. Genuine, original, real, actual. Puka, didn't know puka was an actual word, but yeah, basically something that's genuine. Point of the story is though, is that those words that we use, things that are real, things that are original to a degree, to a sense, okay? And the reason why I wanted us to look at that definition is because authenticity is so key and it's so important. And I know there are so many of us that get into that trap of feeling like we have to either look like everybody else online, or be like everybody else, or do things like everybody else in order for us to be successful. There seems to be this new formula, without anyone even saying it, an inadvertent formula that is appearing online about what it is, or what you have to do, or what you have to be like in order for you to be successful, or in order for you to, you know, make a name for yourself, or in order for you to build a brand. But I want to say to you one thing, and I want you to listen to this loud and clear. Never underestimate your authenticity. Never feel like you have to copy anybody else. Never feel like you have to become a reflection of that something else that you already see. Like I said, of course we are inspired by it. That's normal. We're humans. We're inspired by things that we see. Maybe you're inspired by certain people online. Maybe you're inspired by the things or the thoughts that people share online, or whatever it is. Maybe you're inspired by books that you read. That is absolutely fine. You're a human being. We are supposed to be inspired. Things that people produce are supposed to ignite a certain emotion and a feeling in us. However, it becomes a problem when you start copying other people, when you start feeling like the only way you can get validation is when you reflect or replicate something else that someone has already done. Stop being a copy. That is not cute. It is not cute to go and take something else that someone's already done and to just stamp it and pretend that it's your own. It's not cute when you go and look at someone online and think that this is who you need to be, so you go and buy the exact same outfits, the exact same makeup, the exact same thing, and you feel like you have to become that person in order for you to be successful, or become that person in order for you to get what they have. Being a copycat is not cute. Copying other people is not cute. You are an individual, a unique, intricate human being. You were designed so uniquely. In fact, if there's anything that is original on this planet, the only thing that is original on this planet is you. You as an individual, as a human being, you were made with a completely separate DNA. I don't even care if you're a twin. I don't even care if you know, you have siblings, whatever people say that, oh, even twins and triplets or whatever it is, they're so, you know, they're so in sync or whatever. You might be in sync, but you're not the same. You might have a sense of synergy, but you're not the same. Every single individual, every single one of us, I was created and built completely different to somebody else, and there is so much much beauty in that, and it feels as though we're losing that. We're losing that in this generation, where people feel like they have to copy other people or do things exactly the way somebody else has done it in order for them to also create a name for themselves. No, stand on your own 2 feet. Stand in your own identity. Stand in knowing who you are and what your values are and what it is that you are doing. Stand in knowing that you are bringing something different, something innovative. I use the word innovative because I think that interlinks so well with authenticity, being authentic, something that is real, something that hasn't been plagiarized or copied, or just it just looks like a little fake replica of the other one. Let me tell you something, guys. Yeah, out there are certain brands that have the original thing. It's been created and it has a set amount of value. For example, let's say Louis Vuitton. Yeah, Louis Vuitton, or however you pronounce it. We'll say Louis V. I'll say it like that. Louis V bags. You go into the store, into an actual Louis V store, you will never ever see those products being sold for a quarter of the price. You will never see those products ever being sold you know, at a stupid discount. Why? Because they understand the value of their product. However, you go over to China, or you go over to somewhere like Turkey, where they make replicas of that product. That is where you will buy that product, where in the store it was probably £2,000. You might go and buy that product for £50 or £25, or maybe even £5 if you go to a proper market. Yes, it might look quite similar. It might even look the same. It might even have things where it's so closely aligned that if you were to look at it from afar, you would never be able to tell the difference. However, one thing that I can say to you is that under a microscope, after a while, someone will be able to spot the difference, because the way that Louis V, that original Louis V, wears down in comparison to the one that you bought for £5, in comparison to that one, and how that one wears down, I'm telling you, there is a big fat difference. Okay, so even if in the first year, or maybe 2 years, or maybe 3 years, you don't spot the difference, after a while, those things, their value will show. Their value will show. That's just the nature of the world, is the nature of the earth, is the nature of which God made things. Okay, things that have value, things that are authentic, they last longer. People will recognize their value. That is why they are stamped with a high price and a high value. But things that are replicated, things that are replicas, they wear down easy, they break easily, they get, you know, they disintegrate easily, and people understand that they have a lesser value than the original product. Something authentic, something original will last for a far longer time than something that, you know, you bought £5 from the market. Why? Because it has value, because it was made in the way in which it was designed to be made. Be authentic. Now, I'm not comparing you to a handbag, I'm not comparing you to a purse, I'm just using it as an analogy for you to understand that there is so much beauty in you being authentic, in you being yourself. There are too many people scrolling on things like Instagram, and I use Instagram only because, you know, even myself, I've gone through phases like that, where I've fallen into the trap of looking at Instagram and feeling like, do you know what, maybe I need to look like these other girls in order for me to build my brand and to build my platform. Maybe I need to dress in this particular way in order for people to see me and to notice me. Maybe I need to be putting out this particular type of content in order for people to respond to me the way that I would like. But then I really had to check myself. I had to self-assess and look at myself and say, but Nissy, is that a true reflection of who you are? Are you staying authentic to who it is that you are, or who it is that you want other people to see? And the moment that I said no to any of those questions was when I knew that I could not copy anybody else. I knew I had to stay in my own lane. I had to be focused on my own path. I had to run my own race in order to avoid me becoming a fake ugly replica that disintegrates way too early, before my time. Why? Because I didn't stay true to who I was. Stay true to who you are. You owe it to yourself to stay true to who you are. Why? Because God created you as a unique individual. He created you with a specific purpose. He didn't create you to have the same purpose as somebody else. He didn't create you to do exactly what the other person is doing. He didn't create you in order to walk in the exact same way as somebody else. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's path is unique. Stay in your own lane and do what you have been called to do, not what you believe that everyone else would love. Learn to be authentic. being authentic is so rare. You see it so much online. Thank goodness, right? I personally feel like it's rare but not rare, only because I follow the right people. You guys already know I speak about it all the time about, you know, you control social media does not control you. So I follow people who inspire me, people who motivate me, people who I feel like are authentic, people who I feel like and truly do believe are being genuine, are telling the truth about who they are. And I love that because it makes me feel like, you know what, I can come online and I can be my original self. I can be authentic, I can be real, because this is what's going on and it's okay to do so. So I follow people who I genuinely feel like allow me the space to do so. But there are so many other people online as well, because we've caught a couple of them, okay? We've caught them before. People online who are not being genuine and who are not being authentic to who they really are. And most of the time you can smell that from a mile off. You can feel that from a mile off. You know when something is not giving off that real authentic vibe. People doing it just because they want to get famous online. People doing it just because they want to catch some clout. Don't let that be you. Be authentic. Be true to who you are. Be true to who it is that God has called you to be. Because guess what? If he wanted you to be somebody else, he would have made you somebody else. But he made you you for a purpose and for a reason. Stand in that and believe in that. Be who you have been called to be. Be authentic. Right, guys, so I hope that you really enjoyed today's Wake Up Wednesday. I hope that, you know, you were able to pick up something. I'm so sorry about my voice. Literally, like, even as I'm trying to strain to kind of like talk, that's why I'm not like shouting today, because yeah, my voice is actually like, my throat is actually kind of like, I feel kind of winded. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I'm gonna keep drinking that honey and hopefully by tomorrow my voice will be okay. But I really do hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that you really do take, you know, that away with you, the fact that you can be authentic and you can be successful, you can be yourself, and you can carve your own lane and your own path in whatever industry you're in. You don't have to, you know, copy somebody else. And like I said again, there is nothing wrong with being inspired. There's nothing wrong with appreciating someone else's work. There's nothing wrong with picking up certain things. You know, of course, people say that success leaves footprints. Yes, if you know that somebody has done something and they've been successful at it, there's nothing wrong with wanting to pick up certain skills or tips or resources that they've left behind, but don't replicate them, because they already exist. They've already done their thing. You can just pick things up, but do it in your own way. Carve your own path using the tools of which you have been given. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I love and appreciate you guys always. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and of course I'll be back next week for another Wake Up Wednesday, hopefully with my voice back to normal. Stay beautiful.